Anyone who 3D prints knows this problem. At the end of every spool, there's always a little bit of filament left. Too little to start a real project, but too much to just throw away. So I started thinking, how could I turn these leftovers into something useful? The result is a pendant lamp that actually uses those leftover filaments as part of its design. Between the ribs of the lampshade, you can simply slide in short pieces of old filament, creating vertical color accents without any multicolor printing. It saves a lot of time and gives the lamp a look that's almost impossible to achieve with regular 3D printing techniques. Before settling on this version, I tried a few different rib patterns. Some were thinner and looked elegant, but they bent too easily. Others were thicker and strong, but blocked too much light. Finding the right balance between rigidity, diffusion, and print speed actually took a few test prints, but that's part of what I love about this process. You learn something with every iteration. The base design is a cylindrical lampshade, about 23 centimeters tall and wide. That size works on most 3D printers and makes it easy to insert the filament pieces later. Each groove is designed to be just wide enough to hold a 1.75mm filament securely. I printed the lamp using a standard 0.4mm nozzle. The print took around 10 hours and used roughly 400 grams of filament. The finished shade is slightly flexible at first, which actually helps when you start inserting the filaments. The real magic starts when you begin adding color. You can go completely minimal with just black or beige accents, or use every leftover filament you've got and make it look like modern stained glass. The process itself is strangely satisfying, sliding each strand between the ribs and watching the pattern take shape. When everything is assembled, you can already tell how it will look in the end. To make the shade compatible with a ceiling socket, I also printed a top plate that fits perfectly inside. It adds stability and gives the lamp a clean, finished edge. For symmetry, I printed a matching ring for the bottom as well. Both parts are glued in place simple and it just works. I used a standard E27 socket, and since this is 3D printed, make sure to use LED bulbs only. If you want to be extra safe, print the shade, top plate and bottom ring in PETG. It handles heat much better than PLA. I also experimented with different light temperatures. Warm light brings out the soft texture of the ribs, while cool light makes the colored lines look sharper and more graphic. Depending on where you hang it, the lamp can completely change the mood of a room. After I was really happy with how the lampshade turned out, another idea came to mind. So I went out and got this, a base for a floor lamp. And since the fittings are almost identical, the shade can be mounted on it without any problem. I actually think the colorful design looks even nicer when the lamp is turned off, and I can easily see it fitting perfectly in a kid's room. I've wanted to make a project like this for a long time, and I'm honestly really happy with how it turned out. When the lamp is on, the lines appear as clean accents. When it's off, it still stands out as a minimal sculptural piece. Seeing those leftover filaments finally turn into something functional and beautiful is a reminder of why I love 3D printing. Sometimes, the best ideas come from waste. If you want to print your own version, you can get all the files on my Ko-fi page and become part of the community there as well. And after finishing and hanging the lamp, I realized one thing was still missing: the right sound atmosphere for that full cozy vibe. That's exactly what I built in the next video.